Hey guys!
Yo!
Welcome to this edition of
Talk
Conversations. We are going to be talking about
Sister Edition.
Sister Edition. How many of you have sisters? Comment below. Let us know.
We got a whole bunch, a whole pack.
We got a whole bunch of sisters and some awesome sisters-in-law. Like you've got some.
Oh yeah,
sisters.
I forgot now that I'm married.
I've got some, and our brother's married. Like
right.
we've got some awesome sisters all around,
Yes.
and the Girl Defined Sister, y'all rock. Okay, but today we're going to be talking about sister relationships and if we get along as sisters. Some of you may not even know that we are sisters. Every now and then we get comments like, "Wait, what? You're sisters?" We've been sisters always.
We've been sisters always. I mean, now that I have shorter hair, hopefully that helps differentiate us between each other. You know, so we don't look the exact same. Before it was like.
I don't
walk
know.
Somewhere. Our faces don't look the same.
I don't feel like our faces, like, do y'all feel like our faces look
no,
the same?
But
different,
we were like the exact same height with the exact same hair and sound the exact same on the phone. It's a little confusing.
Okay, so people wonder, when we do videos, we're typically not having a fight on camera, right? So do we ever have, somebody called it something so funny, like arguments or fights, they called it like, a robust conversation or something.
So
like we were just having like a robust
and
conversation.
This is the funny thing is that people ask us this question all the time when we're doing like Q&As at conferences. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is one of the questions we get asked multiple times, which is funny to me. Like,
I don't know, maybe they think we always get along. Okay, so let's answer it. Do we get along always as sisters?
3, 2, 1.
No! Not even close. Well, that sounds terrible. No, we are we are sisters, so we see each other all the time because we work together and we grew up together. Well, and so that alone is like all that time you spend together, there's a lot of opportunity for friction.
That was like one, we're sisters, so we're together a lot. But two was that we work and we run a nonprofit, a ministry, a business together. And that adds like that, I feel like, is a whole huge dimension. Because when you're just sisters and you're not having to like make massive decisions, agree on things, disagree on things, write books together, it's like, I feel like there is a dimension, but when you add big projects and things into it with big massive deadlines, all of a sudden it adds a whole new dimension.
Yes. And we're sinners given for all of us, right? So that alone means we're gonna have sin that comes out in our relationship, and it comes out, I feel like, tell me if you disagree with this. Do you feel like our sinful side comes out more with each other than even our own marriages sometimes?
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
Yes.
When I go to Dave, I'm like, hallelujah, reprieve.
Oh my word.
You've been the same way with Zach. We're never sad to see each other go at the end of the workday.
No, it sounds like we hate each other.
No, but we get along really well, and that's one of the reasons why we can run Girl Defined and do videos and speak together, because we have like a natural drive. We're only about a year and a half apart, a little bit more, like 18 months, whatever. And so is that the year and a half? I don't know. And so we have always done everything together from the time we were like
we grew up playing t-ball together, other sports, church programs, youth group, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the thing is because
stuff.
we've grown up together, and we forget sometimes that we are 32 and 30 and we act sometimes like 5-year-olds. It's like, you've got to be kidding.
Okay, so what does that look like? So we have really different personalities.
Yes.
Very, very similar. Like, we both have a very strong drive and are very passionate and very
go-getters.
Yeah, we have visions and goals, and we like to accomplish things, and so we're very driven, and so that helps because we're on the same, we're like in the same lane going forward. But where we differ is that, I don't know.
You are, like, you're a perfectionist, and I want to get things done. So I'm like, I'd rather shoot for excellence, and you're like, but it's not right. That's a big point of, like, tension within us when we're trying to, like, write, plan a script or write something or, accomplish something. I'm like, we are never going to finish everything on our task list for the day. And you're like, well, it doesn't matter if we do it poorly. Why do we even want to do it? And I'm like, no, you're saying that's what you feel about
I'm thinking like, exactly.
That's a big point of contention. I think when natural things, like when we're hungry, when we're tired,
which happens a lot at Girl Defined.
Yeah, a lot of times
tired
we're exhausted.
And hungry.
I mean, so there are times where I feel like we have to regularly take like heart checks upon ourselves.
Yeah, I would say we both also
Oh my goodness, but they're like,
okay, someone was just trying to crash into us. Okay.
But was it?
They were, I don't know, they were just they were turning into us, so we had to move out of the way. Okay.
We're pulling into the wrong side of the road.
Anyways. So we both have very strong opinions about things. We both tend to feel like our opinion or perspective on something is really right. And then we can get so passionate about our opinion that we struggle to communicate it graciously, or to hear the other person's perspective and to be like, oh, hey, that's a really good perspective. I don't quite see it the same way.
Yeah.
You know, we just are more like, okay, well, here's my opinion. And then the other person's like, you know.
I mean, so what are the things that help with that? Because a lot of people have sister relationships, whether, you know, some people are married and they're like, I do that same thing in my marriage. You know, it's because it's simple human tendency. So it's not, it could be in any relationship.
It's our pride, it's our selfishness, it's our, this person's coming at us again. Okay, go fast, but not too fast.
I'm just wondering, like,
I don't know. They're wondering why we're driving around, like, okay, and passing them again.
I think your personal relationship with God, because the Holy Spirit is the one that will convict you. So I can tell you all day, like, you're wrong, you know, or you can tell me I'm wrong, but we don't care what each other thinks.
Like, be more selfless.
Yeah, we need the conviction of God to help us see our own faults. So I think if you don't have a relationship with God, it's going to be hard for you to individually see your own,
like, growth. It's on a personal level. And I think another thing is, like, reminding ourselves that we're a team and that we're in this together. And so it's not me against you. And since we're extremely competitive and always have been, that's another thing. It's not us against each other, but how can we move forward? So, like, validating each other's ideas, encouraging each other, calling out the good, and not focusing on all the little things that we don't like or that we're frustrated by, but, like, having that team mindset and, like, pushing for unity. I think that makes such a difference in our workday.
Easier said than done.
I know.
I think so. I just started How to Win Friends and Influence People. You've read that book twice.
Yeah.
And I'm only, like, right at the beginning, but it's very practical. It's not like a Christian book, but it's very practical and lots of great ideas. So I'm trying to take practical steps towards learning and growing how to be a better communicator and how to better get along.
How to win friends and influence sisters.
I think that's important, you know, like, what are things that I can do to personally grow and not just wait for the other person to change.
Yeah, that's a huge
they may
thing.
Never change, so you can change, or you can both never change.
And you can still thrive in your circumstances even if someone else doesn't change based on your attitude and perspective. Okay, comment below, let us know if you have a sister. Ways that you struggle in your relationship and how you found ways to be unified, to be, like, loving towards that person. Like, what do you do and how do you do it? Let us know.